So I'm going to show you how to set up your little mini canvas for our practice in our value studies, our value scales with acrylic paint. So you're going to get a printout that looks like this. Okay, it will have a little number on it. It will also have these corner crop marks. You're going to get a piece of canvas paper, which is basically paper, but it has the feeling and texture of canvas and holds up really well to acrylic paint. It will have a number on the back. This number should correlate to the number that you have on your little printout. This is going to go on the back. Make sure the numbers are both facing the same way. Okay? You're going to line up your paper. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to get 2 little pieces of masking tape and tape the painting onto the canvas. Just like that. Okay, now you're going to get a piece of transfer paper, which we've used. Use the graphite one, not the super dark one that I have. Slide that underneath. Make sure it's underneath where those little corner crop marks are. The first thing you guys are going to do as far as transferring is transfer those lines. Okay, so you're going to grab a ruler, line it up with those corner crop marks. Use a pen or a sharp pencil and draw that line. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. And this is an important step for when we cut our canvas down after you're done painting it to be able to put it together. So you're painting a portion of a larger painting. So it'll be really cool when we put them all together and we see how everybody interpreted their section. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to just double check. Make sure my line's transferred. Okay, at this point you could darken them up with pencil, but you don't have to. Just make sure that they go above and beyond the little square of the painting. Now, for those of you that might be a little bit nervous about starting this, what you can do too is sort of trace the major shapes of your composition, like where there's a brush stroke or a difference in value. So that's your lights and darks. So I'm just going to quickly block in some shapes where there's important lines and important shapes. And, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of time doing this because you're going to be able to refine it with the paint. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so that is the basic outline. It's pretty light. Again, if you decided that you need some areas to be darker, you can go back over looking at your painting and all of that. Okay, so once this is all done, you've transferred your design, you've definitely transferred the straight line, so using a ruler. This part is super duper important, okay, using those little corner crop marks that are on your printout. Now at this point, you can untape this from the canvas, okay. You're going to get a piece of this manila paper, this cream paper, depending if you're a lefty or a righty. I'm a righty, so I'm going to put my reference photo on the left side and my painting on the right side because it'll be easier for me to paint. If you're a lefty, you might want to switch it. And I'm going to tape my canvas down. And you're doing this for a couple reasons. One, it's easier. Actually, right now too, I'm going to put my name on this. Okay, make sure your name is on everything, right? So I'm putting it on this sort of placemat because then it will not slide out of the drying rack and you won't lose your reference photo and everything is nice and neat and organized. Okay, so at this point, I would maybe write my name here as well. Okay, and now I am ready to start painting. So this is how to set up your canvas, making sure your lines are drawn, and then taping it to a piece of this manila paper so that it does not slide out of the drying rack. And I will show you how to paint in the next video. Thanks.